couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. After using it early, with 2 left for them to spend. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick, bringing it back.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it. it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Bringing the heat. Got his man. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes and catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man,
makes the grab in their space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Breaks the tackle. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Sellers through the noise. A spectacular one-hand grab.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Here's Sellers to throw. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Sends it back in motion. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. And now the ball's loose in the end zone.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mayama. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And Nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Pulls it on the option. Got him. Finding some room. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll send the back in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Spits it out to the back. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sellers unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, USC.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room, it's Clark. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Now on the option. Pulls it on the option. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Running, got a little grass. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 18. Flag 18. Hey, move. Why did he go?
On the option. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Clark. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Makes it past the marker. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Sellers. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To throw, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it along the sideline. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Sellers to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 20 team, the UNLV Rebels.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Like, can you help us out and put some points on the board?
On the option. Quarterback keep. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
He's got the tight end, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The option look. The option, the keeper. There's a crease. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
22.
Motion from the back. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the third. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Got enough for the first. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run the option. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! Great job by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
31, South Carolina, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now the play fake. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Sellers. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
South Carolina, 21.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Sellers from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Goes to the option. He'll keep it on second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. The throw makes a connection. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the...
Makes a grab and room to run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
On the option. Keeps it himself. And he's dragged down.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Again, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here comes the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Picks up the first down. It's a running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Running inside, it's Clark. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Here's Sellers to throw. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He is in! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again. And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.